A very good morning, aspirants. This is me, Yasmin Gill, presenting to you the PIB MCQs of 21st of December. So you can follow all such videos in just 10 minutes duration on this particular link of Unacademy, and you can also rate and review them by going on Unacademy's website and searching PIB December. You'll come across an MCQ course. While clicking on it, under review section, you can write your review as well as give star ratings. So let's begin with a couple of instructions. Do watch yesterday's PIB summary and keep up to date with your current affairs, because many of the questions are either based on PIB summary or on the current affairs. Also, whenever you complete all those questions, do mention your scorecard. So let's begin with first question. Which among them is correct? A. Antibiotics are medicines used to prevent and treat bacterial infections. B. These bacteria may infect humans and animals both. C. Antibiotics are quite effective in cases of infections such as common cold, flu, etc. So we all know why antibiotics are important, because of the prevalence of superbugs. That is because when the bacteria, they turn resistant to the medicines. So looking at the options here, the first one is absolutely correct. Antibiotics are primarily for bacterial infections and not other infections such as viral, etc. So if you look at option B, this is also correct. These bacteria, that is bacterial infections, are also common to animals as well. And if you look at option C, they are quite effective in cases of infections such as common cold, flu. This is wrong. Why? Because common cold, flu, etc., these are viral. And virals, they do not fall under bacteria, right? They're caused by virus, right? And not by bacteria. And thereby, antibiotics cannot affect them. So hereby, we have only A and B as the correct option. Second question. Antibiotic-resistant bacteria can spread to humans through A. Contact with a person who has an antibiotic-resistant infection. B. Contact with something that has touched a person who has an antibiotic-resistant infection. Example is given. C. Contact with a live animal, food or water carrying antibiotic resistant bacteria. So how can antibiotic resistance actually spread? So this is something which is asked here, and well, the correct answer is, if we look at option A, it is correct because it can spread through by contact with a person who already has an antibiotic resistant infection. If we look at option B, yes, it can also spread by something which that person has touched. And if you look at option C, yes, it can also spread through contact with a live animal, food or water that carries antibiotic resistance. So hereby, all of these are the correct options. Next, which among them is correct? A. Homeopathy was discovered by a German physician, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. B. It is based on principle of let likes be treated by likes. C. Homeopathic medicines are prepared from traces of plants only. D. Successive dilutions weaken the inherent curative power of the drugs. So if you look at options here, the first one is absolutely correct. If you look at option B, based on principle of let likes be treated by likes, absolutely true. They diagnose the disease and similar symptoms related medicines are given. So thereby it is based on principle let likes be treated by likes. If you look at option C, homeopathy are prepared from traces of plants only. This is wrong. Why? Because it is not from plants only. It can be from animals. It can be from certain sort of minerals, etc. If you look at option D, successive dilutions. See, we often, in a form of, say, sarcasm, we often mention homeopathy medicines as something which only has I would say, a psychological sort of treatment, right? Because we say they are only merely sweet medicines. So they do not have that much of effect. And why are they referred to as? Because they are extremely diluted. Now, D portion says that dilutions actually weaken the inherent curative power of the drugs. This is wrong, absolutely wrong. And it might be amazing to hear to this fact that homeopathy is in fact based on the principle that once you keep on diluting the drug, the power of the drug increases. The inherent curative power of the drug increases. So it is based on dilution. So hereby we have A and B as the correct option. C and D are wrong. Next. PSU Alimco comes under which ministry? Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Ministry of Heavy Industries, or none of the above? So way back once in PIB MCQs as well as PIB highlights, we did study about this PSU Alimco. So it was also mentioned yesterday, so we'll be doing it again. And the correct answer to this particular is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Alimco is actually Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation of India. Next, which among them is true? A. National Sports Day is celebrated on 29th of August. B. Major Dhyan Chand was a famous hockey player of India. C. Both of them are correct, or D. None of them is correct. So, well, the answer, this is an easy one, and the answer to this is Both of them are correct. National Sports Day is celebrated to commemorate Major Dhyan Chand, and Major Dhyan Chand was a famous hockey player of India. So here both of them are correct. Next question. ResourceSat, you have to tell which among them is true. A. ResourceSat 2A is a remote sensing satellite. B. It carries 3 payloads that include a high-resolution linear imaging self-scanner camera, medium resolution, LISS here stands for linear imaging self-scanner camera, and a quartz resolution advanced wide field sensor camera. C. It was launched using GSLV. So this is a recent launch. If you look at options here, correct answer to this is A and B. So why is C wrong? If you merely focus on A, which says that this is a remote sensing satellite, you'll get to know that it cannot be launched by GSLV, it will be launched by PSLV. So hereby we have only A and B as the correct options. Next, which among them is correct? A. Terra Power is a company launched by Ratan Tata that aims to provide environmentally friendly form of nuclear energy. B. It is based on consumption of used nuclear fuel as its power source. C. Terra Power's reactors does not need any fissile material to initiate a reaction. D. Nuclear energy in general is lower in carbon emissions than solar and biomass. So looking at options here, the correct answer to this is, if you look at option A, this is wrong because this very popular company is not by Ratan Tata, rather by Bill Gates. B is correct. We often call this fuel as depleted uranium. Something which is already used is reused, which is a good technique indeed. So B is correct. C is wrong. To initiate a reaction once, we do need extra fissile material in the form of enriched uranium. If we look at option D, yes, amazingly this is correct. So hereby we have B and D as the correct option and A and C are rectified here. Next, which among them is true? A. Ghadial's main habitat is Chambal, Gidwa, Rapti and Narayani rivers. B. Marsh crocodile is a saline water species. C. Marsh crocodile is also known as estuarine crocodile. So important from environment perspective, there are limited species of crocodiles in India and these are among them. So looking at options here, the first one is absolutely correct. Do find out where Chambal river exists, and if you look and whose tributary it is, do mention it in the comment section. If you look at option B, Marsh crocodile is a saline, this is wrong. It is Marsh crocodile is a freshwater species. C. Marsh crocodile is also known as estuarine crocodile, so obviously that would go wrong because freshwater has nothing to do with estuaries. Estuarine crocodile is a separate species which is otherwise also found in India. So estuarine, marsh crocodile, ghadial, all of them are found in India. So hereby we have only A as the correct option. Next, which among them is true? A. Global Economic Prospects is a report published by IMF. B. World Economic Outlook is a report published by IMF. C. Both of them are correct, or D. None of them is correct. So such reports, indices, etc. these are quite important. So looking at answer here, the correct answer to this particular question is only B. Why? Because Global Economic Prospects is not by IMF, rather by World Bank. Which among them is correct? A. Aggregate measures of support are agriculture-related subsidies as per WTO. B. Such subsidies follow a de minimum clause whereby the upper limit is 5% for developing countries. C. Subsidies such as MSP of India fall under blue box of subsidy. So this is also important, particularly in context of Nairobi package. So looking at options here, the correct answer to this particular question is only A. Why? Because B, if you look at it, the upper limit is 5% for developed and 10% for developing countries. C. Subsidies such as MSP fall under amber box and not blue box. Do mention in the comment section what is amber box subsidy. So that's it for today. If you find the initiative useful, do rate and review it. Thank you so much.